you're basically ankle deep in shit all over these streets.
I'm pretty sure they got bubble guts for all the drugs and stuff they're putting in their bodies.
I think a lot of people look for someone to blame.
I've never been on the street.
Okay.
Fun, baby. Bass. Vision, dreams of passion. And all the while I think of you.
I'm not Muslim, by the way. Man, see, I walked by you guys. I noticed you guys have some low-top shoes. Out here, man, downtown San Francisco, you might want to get yourself a pair of high tops because you're basically ankle deep in shit all over these streets. You know what I mean? You might be walking around, you know, you're trying to keep your eyes kind of, you know, eye level, but at the same time, you want to constantly scan the ground so you don't step into a huge pile of human shit. And yeah, I did say human shit because the dogs out here have more respect than some of these motherfucking humans. The way these humans shitting on the ground, right, you know, right on the sidewalk.
Unless you're buying food, you can't use any restrooms in any of these buildings. But you can hold it to, you almost shit yourself. So a lot of times it's not intentional that there's fecal matter everywhere. There's nowhere to use the restroom. There's, what, 1 million people in the city? I don't know how many homeless, thousands. And there's 4 restrooms, sometimes 2. I'm pretty sure they got bubble guts for all the drugs and stuff they're putting in their body, so they got to, you know, they got to shit anyway. So that's part of the problem, you know, in San Francisco where dogs eat people poop. People pick up dog poop. They have babies on leashes and dogs in strollers. That part.
I used to put my faith in worship, but then my chance to get to heaven slim.
The city will soon have a so-called poop patrol out on the streets.
Some of it is the byproduct of those living on the streets. 14,597 calls about piles of poop.
It's a great idea. Could we get rid of the poopers as well?
Your documentary wouldn't be nothing without this part. This city is shut down because of theft. They passed a law where you can take anything you want and they can't touch you. $950 or less, it's a misdemeanor.
4 women run off after stealing from a CVS pharmacy at Van Ness and Jackson in San Francisco. It's the latest grab-and-go crime in San Francisco that's forced many drugstores in the city to close. Organized retail theft has become such a hot-button issue.
A governor who has supported the lessening of laws when it comes to stealing items under $950.
Look, I have no sympathy, no empathy whatsoever stealing people's items.
3 of the top cities for organized retail theft in the United States are in California. LA's number 1, San Francisco's number 5, and Sacramento is number 10.
That's California. So imagine, I can go into any store as long as it's under $950, take what I want, walk away. They won't call the police and they can't touch you. And the reason they don't call the police is because it's a misdemeanor. It wouldn't be worth their time. And there's hundreds of stores being robbed by the hour. Walgreens, CVS.
This Hayes Valley Walgreens located on Gough Street is one of 5 closing in San Francisco next month. This kind of brazen shoplifting at a San Francisco Walgreens is just one example.
On 17th Avenue in San Francisco, we witnessed multiple shoplifters. One of them even took the time to explain why he simply didn't pay.
There was a point where you go into the store and there's like 10 items in the store. You're like, what the fuck is going on? They've shut those stores down.
How are these people getting by out here? How are they making money?
A lot of people steal, like, not like from people, but like boosting, you know, from stores and drug selling. I I really try hard not to do certain things.
So anywhere public transportation can reach is where they go travel, and that's where they boost. And then they come back, you know, for the fentanyl. It's a vicious cycle. What?
So fucking gas.
I'm the hype man. Yeah, no. Hey, bro. This is gas. I don't even smoke like that.
The sale of pills are at an all-time high. Young folks walking around with their heads in the sky. Cities aflame in the summertime. And the beat goes on. Well. Now listen. Evolution, revolution, gun control the sound of soul. Shooting rockets to the moon, kids growing up too soon. Politicians say more taxes will solve everything. And the band played on.
San Francisco, this is a very safe city. If you're going to find trouble in any city, you'll find it. If I say I'm from the United States, it's one thing. But if I say I'm from San Francisco, that's a whole different thing.
What's your favorite part about living in San Francisco after you hit that?
Oh, I don't know. Do you have that couple of bucks, please?
These dope fiends out here, man. This shit's getting wild. It wasn't like this 20 years ago, man. You wouldn't see it taken around every single corner. You know what I mean? You wouldn't see shit like this going on. And people have a little bit more dignity, man. It's the fentanyl, and it's all these new designer drugs.
Fentanyl has become cheaper, more potent, and more available.
So far this year, 473 people have died of accidental overdoses, 385 of them due to fentanyl.
What kind of life is this? Exposed to the elements all the time, trying to get by to your next fix, your next piece of life? You have poop on the ground.
We got to stop. Shock.
I guess what happens is, you know, they smoke a little bit of that stuff on their foil, and they get real high, and then they tend to nod off. You know, they're striking all kinds of positions, and this shit's so fucking strong that they might not necessarily wake up. These people are fucking in some sort of a, contortionist fucking position for 8 hours. Then they wake up and, well, your fucking muscles and your joints and your bones are stuck like that. Now you're walking around looking like a fucking paraplegic. With this fentanyl shit, dude, it's not a good look out here. I mean, honestly, I don't, you call me a conspiracy theorist or whatever, but nothing happens for no reason. There's no such thing as coincidence. I don't believe in that shit.
Anything you want, anything you imagine that will get you high, you can find within 1 block radius, any time of the night, every night.
Why do you think there's been such a rise recently in homelessness?
I want to say drugs, but I don't want to say it's the drugs. I think it's more of like a mentality of I think people really think they can make it out there and they don't contemplate what actually that means. I think a lot of people come out here just not wanting to be under anyone's authority, but it's this is the world you live in. You're going to be under someone's authority, and I mean you can't just do what you want wherever you want.
All they do is shit all over the place. All they do is beg for change, just sit outside businesses and schools and do their poison. But one thing I figured that could solve that problem is that we just let them die off. We don't give them any contribution or any like condonation to do any of their drugs. There's a lot of stuff that San Francisco has, upsides and downfalls, and the tourists have to walk through the streets and wonder why they're only showing the positive side, nevertheless the negative side.
Can't get no rest, don't know how I work all day. When will I learn? Memories get in the way.
12:45.
Headed for the subway home.
Oh, I took my time.
'Cause I felt so all alone.
Been down too long. Right, wrong, I just can't stop it. Spending all day thinking just of you. Games people play, night or day, they're just not matching what they should do. Keep me feeling blue.
Because I think they think someone's gonna save them. Like I think a lot of people have like this image that like something's gonna happen, and it's like, for me, I learned with my own family like that it wasn't. I had an image for me of what I thought family was, and that's not what they thought family was. So it's like I was like expecting kind of like someone to come like not rescue me, but like just help me in a way that didn't happen. And I remember realizing I just been like, I gotta do it. I gotta do it myself. You know what I mean? It's like I can sit here waiting for something that's not gonna happen, or I can figure it out for myself, which is more rewarding. But I mean, it sucks. Like I understand when you want people, like when you want someone to care, but
and nobody wants to protect them. Not really. They say they do, they say they will, or say they do, but nobody gets up when it happens. It's hard even for a man to sit out here. Percy, you talk.
God would probably kill us all before he'd let us throw a Nazi the wrong way through the computer. You know, I mean, he doesn't. He'll let us throw a few good people through, but we're from Boise.
Oh, you're from Idaho?
Yeah. Physical location of hell.
Really?
I mean, on the surface of Earth. It's a no-fly zone for spirit bodies, for sure. I play guitar. I'm not really a guitarist, though, in the way that, like, guitarists are guitarists. I'm a rhythm guitarist.
Did you play music growing up?
Yeah. My grandmother gave me, like, piano lessons for a couple of years.
What was it about Boise you didn't like?
Boise? I love Boise. It's awesome.
Do you ever want to go back there?
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
A junkie walking through the twilight. I'm on my way home. I left 3 days ago, but no one seems to know I'm gone. Home is where the hatred is. Home is filled with pain, and it might not be such a bad idea if I never went home again.
If I told you to just take a peek over your shoulder, dude, and I just happened to point up there, like with a razor or where that fence is, I had threw some material up here, and I just put it up there.
Hang on to your rosary beads, close your eyes to watch me die.
I don't want to call myself an artist because it's like, I don't want to say it because if I say it, it's like it takes from what a box is.
Turn your sick soul inside out, so that the world can watch you die.
Ascension is literally the science of singing things to ascend. Yeah, my friend just gave me this.
Really?
I'm gonna put the strings on it. It's a steel string folk guitar. It's not the nylon string guitars with the wider neck that are for classical music. I'm not sure if one can ascend using a steel string guitar. I know that you can using a nylon string guitar, but the guitar does not ascend with you. It has metal on it. Sometimes the beings get mad at me because they think I'm being dismissive if I sing away a lot. But it's just vowels that I put together. I don't know what it means in some other language, but to me, it's just something I would sing to a child, but then to sleep.
Home is where I live inside my white powder dreams.
A lot of these people are mentally disturbed, and something's wrong with them emotionally. They need some people need comfort of someone else, just to social, like they need to be around people for their health, because a lot of people have sicknesses. You came to the Tenderloin to make a documentary. This isn't like an ideal spot to come hang out, you mean, right? So everywhere else in the city, the people are welcoming, they're nice, everything's pristine, it's a whole different world. Coming here, it's like literally the dirtiest city in the world. Yeah, you walk around, you'll see people, they hoard garbage, and they pull it on, like actual garbage, and they like sit in it and pull like a trail of it. I'm like, that I don't understand, that.
We saw some of that too. Why do they just sit in garbage?
Right now. Because they're white trash. But
I've been here for the last 30 years of my life. Originally, I'm from the Soviet Union, but I immigrated here. I call this my home. And it wasn't like this, man. It definitely wasn't like this. Shit, some of these cops look like they're scared to fucking get out of their cars and shit. It's like modern day Gotham City. You know what I'm saying? I love it here though. I wouldn't go anywhere else. I wouldn't stay anywhere else. At one point I was paying $3,200 for a 1-bedroom broom closet apartment, just to stay out here. And I'd be having to like step over dope fiends walking out of my own house. I mean, there's something about the city you gotta love.
Do you have any message to younger people right now that are going through hard times here, like what they should do? Any advice to them?
Turn to God, turn to the Lord. Read the Bible, pray, come to church, get baptized, spread the gospel, preach the word, in season, out of season.
Great message on that.
Amen to that, yeah.